Would you like to play a game? I'm Mindy Odlin. Thanks for being here with me on What If Wednesday. And today I want to share with you a game that has the power to change your life. Seriously, like to transform your life. So, to first of all, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for being here for this What If Wednesday check in. I love hearing from you. So, post something in the comments. Let me know who you are and maybe some wins from the week. Hashtag wins. I love hearing what you're creating from week to week. And thank you for being part of our What If Up community. If you want to join the What If Up Club, and really, who wouldn't? If you're not already in the club, you can go to whatifup.org, sign our manifesto that puts you in the club and gives you access to our Facebook group. And we would love to connect with you and support you in bringing your good ideas to life. So I was having breakfast with my daughter the other day, and we have this tic-tac-toe table that she made. She made it for me for Christmas, and she made it out of a slab of wood. It's very cool looking. And we were sitting at the table, and we just started playing tic-tac-toe. So I brought my sample tic-tac-toe board to kind of show you how this how this game went. So I said, "Hey, let's play, and you can go first." So she, of course, when you're playing tic-tac-toe, she took the center square. So she was the X's, and she put it right there, right in the middle. Of course, prime real estate right there. So that was her move. And for me, I thought, well, I'm going to do something that might surprise her a little bit. And I kind of went to the outside, the outside in the middle. Very unexpected move. And of course, she was thrilled. So, of course, she took the corner thinking that she was going to have the quick win, right? So, she took that corner down there and put her X in there. And of course, I saw what she was doing. So, I had to block. So, that's what I did. I put my little circle over there to block. And of course, then she saw me. And so she went and she blocked me. We're playing our little game here. And then I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with her. So then my next move, I came over here on our board and I put my third O and I said, boom, I win. 3 in a row. I win. And she's like, Mom, you can't do that. That circle is not on the board. I said, it's not in the box, but this is about thinking outside the box. What if you think a little bit outside the box? I said, Jenna, the thing is, whenever someone who's thinking outside the box is playing against someone who is thinking inside the box, the person thinking outside the box will always win. It is an unfair advantage, to be sure. But the lesson kind of resonated with me. I thought, well, isn't that what the What If Up Club is all about? We're a club that is all about playing the game of life by thinking outside the box. And what is the box? The box is the paradigm that we learned when we were little. When you're growing up and your brain is forming and you're making all these neural connections and figuring out how the world works and how to solve problems and what's possible and what isn't. When your brain is putting together the box of the mental model that we live in, we can get stuck in that and it can be a very small game. But when we come together, we have the ability through our intentionality, through the way we play the game of what if upping, we have this ability to help each other bust beyond that known paradigm and to see things that we wouldn't have seen before. New things become possible because we are, when I am playing with you, your box is not the same as my box. And that means together we can create something that alone none of us could create. So I want to invite you to play this game. Maybe not this tic-tac-toe game, but play the game of what if upping. And I want to share with you because next Wednesday, we are hosting a possibility party for all of our members. So if you're not a member, go right now. Just go to whatifup.org. You can sign up. It's a free membership. You can sign our manifesto, get into our Facebook group, and get invited to all of our member events. Next Wednesday night, we are hosting a possibilities party. So, what happens in the What If Up Club? What happens when we come together to use this process together? Now, on your own, it's great. You can use it as a mindset hack. You can use it to help reduce stress and anxiety. You can look at the things that you want and say, okay, well, what if it all goes right? You can do this on your own. And when you do that, it's like playing solitaire with your tic-tac-toe board. What we do in a possibilities party, what we do in our What If Up local groups is we come together, and coming together allows us to see things that we wouldn't have seen otherwise because we are tapping into the imagination of people who have a different playing field than us, a different paradigm. So there's three things that happen in a possibilities party. And I want to give you this as an overview of what to expect, knowing that I would love to have you come to our party. So come to a possibilities party. Join the What If Up Club to get information on how to join us at our next online possibilities party, or to learn how to get involved in a local group or to start a local group. Okay, so here's why our game is so powerful, how it takes you outside of your mental model. So the first thing that is really truly transformational about being in a what if up circle is the clarity that you will gain. So whenever you are what if upping in a group, it always begins by sharing with a group something that you want. Now that can be a goal, a dream, a desire, or that could be a don't want. It could be, oh, this thing keeps showing up and I want it to stop showing up. So your don't wants, there's a desire hidden in there too. And one of the things that's powerful about what if upping is it helps you articulate the things that you want. For many people in our What If Up community, this piece, just simply answering the question, what do you want? And not having it be a dissertation, not having it be your life story or explaining or justifying what you want, but just being able to come into a group and say, okay, here I am today. This is something that I want. To be able to know it, to be able to articulate it, and to have the confidence and the willingness to open yourself to a group requires some vulnerability, right? Here's something that I want. I'm going to share that with you. For many people, this piece is one of the most transformational pieces of being in a what if up circle is getting that clarity and being able to get to it quickly so that people can share ideas, opening yourself to receiving ideas. It's a really big deal. So that's something that happens in our possibilities party. And at any time we have a what if up circle. The other thing that you'll find when you come into a possibilities party or a what if up circle is we have a specific structure. Now, the structure is really important because whatever that game board is that you grew up with, whatever your model is, there are certain rules applied to it. And there's certain ways that you've played the game in the past. And sometimes for some of us, some of those rules, some of the ways that our brain operates aren't really working in a congruent way towards the things that we want. So we may say that we want something, but the way we approach it is maybe very negative, and it's focused on what we don't want, or it's focused on the past and what didn't work. So there's a structure when we go into a what if up circle. There are certain rules that we lay out every time we come together, and there is a certain way to play this game of what if upping. So it is the structure that allows us to think outside the box and to do it in a way that is positive, in a way that lifts your energy, and in a way that will call out any old patterns that really aren't leading you where you want to go. Things like, we don't get into our story. A lot of people go into their story to explain why they want what they want, and they end up spending a lot of their time in the energy of the old story. What we do is we create the energy of the new story by not wallowing in the past. And we have other times when you can tell your story and connect at that level. But in a what if up circle, there is a specific structure in place. And that structure is designed to help us become more aware of the patterns that we tend to run. So that's part of the magic of it. The third piece that you will find anytime you come together in a possibilities party or in a what if up circle is there is a level of connection that happens. And the reason that happens is because you're in a circle with people and someone is sharing what they want, and everyone else, I mean everyone, including the person who's sharing their desire, is putting forth ideas, possibilities, what ifs. In order to provide an idea for someone else, we must first care enough to understand what it is that they want, and then to access our own resource bank of ideas to see, what do I have in here? What do I have on my playing card that might be able to help you with the game that you are playing in your life, with what you are trying to create in your life. So in order to do that, in order to simply provide a what if idea for someone else, it requires us to establish a connection between what it is that you want and what my experience is that might be able to help. And that connection, it doesn't happen unless there is caring. It doesn't happen unless there is an energy that is committed to focusing on something else. And that connection is powerful. There's also some amazing, very interesting, I'm going to say research, science. It's more, it's very hard to prove this. I recommend The Power of Eight by Lynn McTaggart. It's very difficult to prove this, but one of the things that I have found through my experience and that others have cited as well is that when all you're focused on is what you want and you have your head in the sand, just burrowed into focusing on what you want, there can be a lot of resistance. But when we can set down, when we can share what we want, receive, and then set it down and move into service, move into connection with others, move into looking for how can my experience be of service to someone else, that something happens over here that in this letting go and being of service, something happens over here to our own desires that is nothing short of magical, you know. So uh, I invite you to experience it for yourself, to put it to the test, to see what happens when you gather with others to practice this process. So, next Wednesday night, possibilities party. Join our What If Up club at whatifup.org so that you can get invitations to find out how to join, when to join in your time zone. And I promise you, it will be a fun evening of connection and hope and joy, imagination, wisdom, and endless possibilities. So thanks for joining me for this What If Wednesday. It is so great to connect with you. I'd love to hear, what are you creating? Post something in our group, share something in the comments. What do you love about the process? What do you love, for those of you who have been what if upping in groups? What do you love about the process? What have you noticed as a benefit for you in taking this what if up process and experiencing it with other people? I would love to hear from you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this podcast, post a review. That's a great way for us to become more visible to other people as well. So, what if you just take a moment to share this message with the people that you care about and expand our circle of love and hope and inspiring positive change. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks. I hope you have a great week. Happy What If Wednesday. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.